Okay, listen. I get it. I hear you. Y'all love learning about digital products, as noted by the fact that this video has almost kicked all my other videos' butts in a very short time frame. So I thought I would bring you even more digital product ideas. If you haven't watched that video, that is okay. I'm gonna talk about some of the same digital product ideas here in this one, but I'm also going to add a few more that are off the beaten path, but also more lucrative than the ones I talked about in that video. So let's chat about 12 digital products that can make you at least $10,000 a month. Hey, howdy, hey, y'all, what is up? And welcome back to my channel. It is way too hot for me to be filming in a sweatshirt, but I did a quick outfit change because I'm batching some content today. I thought this was cute. Support your local farmer. Do it, says the farmer's wife. Okay, so before I get into these actual digital products and explain them and talk about them and all the things, I need to put a disclaimer. And that is that the last time I talked about, I think it was 8 digital products that can make you $100 a day, there were some naysayers. There were some disbelievers. There were some people who didn't think it was possible in the comments. But I am here to tell you that every single thing I have on my list today, all 12, I have either personally made $10,000 a month from, or I know someone who has, in that they are a student of mine, or a friend of mine, or a peer of mine, or what else. So just take your little naysaying booties away, because I promise you, it is totally possible to make $10,000 a month selling digital goods. And it's probably one of my favorite ways to make money. So let's chat about it. Coming in number 1 on today's list is Canva templates. Y'all, just yesterday, I was searching Etsy and Creative Market for Canva templates for a presentation, because something about the templates built into Canva, something about the keynote presentation templates, none of them are my vibe. So I've been trying to really find a good vibe without having to design my own, because I don't have time for that. I was literally just searching Canva templates yesterday. Canva templates can be an amazing way to make money, and I know a ton of people making really, really good money selling graphic templates for Canva. For Canva, not even for something like Photoshop or Illustrator, for Canva. You can do that, okay? This can be anything from workbook templates to, I bought a media kit template when I made my media kit, to presentation templates for things like webinars, to graphic templates for launches or social media. Literally, it can be anything. Canva templates are a spectacular place to start. Second, and this one I have personally done multiple times, okay? This is project management system templates. Okay, that's your things like Trello and ClickUp and Notion and Asana and all the other ones you've heard of. These project management tools are built in a way where they work a certain way out of the box, but a lot of times people want them to work another way in their actual use case. And if you can create a template that people can then use, you can sell that template for any of these softwares and enhance people's opportunity on the software and on the platform by giving them a template for what they want to do. I have sold Trello templates in the past. I have sold ClickUp templates. I still sell ClickUp templates. They're all over my website. I have given away Notion templates. I'm not an expert on Notion, so I do not want to make Notion templates because it's not my whole bag, baby. But there are people who do. You can sell templates for these softwares, and there are so many people out there using them that you can totally make really good money with those. 3, Lightroom presets. Yep, Lightroom presets. Everybody who's ever put a picture on the internet has probably used a Lightroom preset. You can create and sell Lightroom presets for mobile use for people who are hobbyists that are putting pictures on Instagram or just want to make their pictures look better. Or you can even sell Lightroom presets in a way where professional photographers or people who are looking to be professionals can buy those and use them on their work. Now you can clearly charge more for the more professional presets than the standard everyday use case ones, but I have bought Lightroom presets a ton of times. People buy them all the time because they'll see someone's photos on Instagram or on whatever. Maybe they'll see somebody's thumbnails here on YouTube and they want to replicate the look, so they will happily buy their presets. Listen, I know I'm going fast, but I have a lot to talk about and I don't want to waste your time, okay? In a similar realm as Lightroom presets, you can also sell LUTs for video editing. I just had to Google what LUTs stood for because I just call them LUTs, and it stands for lookup table, which, okay, but not what I expected. I expected it to be like, I don't know, something fancier than that. But if you are someone who is a great video editor or has established a certain look in your videos, you could easily sell LUTs to people who want to emulate that look or to people who want to shortcut their own processes. I recently bought a ton of LUTs, some from Maddie Hapoya, some from other companies, but LUTs are essentially like presets for video. So the same thing that a Lightroom preset would do on a photo, a LUT will do on a video file. And what's really cool about LUTs is that people can use them on whatever editing platform they are on. And I use a software called Ecamm Live to go live anywhere I go live, and I can actually install those same LUTs on Ecamm and have the same look of my videos on my live streams, which is pretty darn cool. So if you're somebody who is good at video editing, you could easily sell your LUTs as a digital product. I talked about this one in the last video about digital products, but it is definitely worth mentioning again because it is something that I have done very well in the past and I've seen people do really well too. That is to sell workbooks or PDFs as digital products. So for instance, for me, a few years ago, I did a challenge called 100 to Best You, and it was 100 days to better habits and better like business strategy to get you to a better place in 100 days. And I ran it live and there was a workbook and all the things. Now I sell that workbook as a one-off product in my shop and it definitely sells. It doesn't sell as good as some of my courses, but it sells. And that's just one example. I could sell a workbook on SEO or a workbook on editing and Final Cut. Really anything that you could create a course about, you could create a workbook about and sell it as a digital product. I would also like to include here in the workbook PDF section things like cookbooks, digital cookbooks, digital photo books, digital art. All of that kind of stuff can go in this kind of category. All right, so number 6, I got some feedback on, some negative feedback, some negative Nancy feedback last time in my last video because people were like, who's gonna pay for that? I don't see that anybody would pay for that. They do, and that is checklists. So if you are doing any kind of like process or you have any kind of thing that people are coming to you to learn or have loved about what you teach or you talk about, you can sell a checklist as a digital product. I'm not saying that you could charge $1 million for a checklist, but you know, $5 or so? Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's say you're a YouTuber here on the platform and you mainly show off your van life and you're showing people that you take them along on the ride of like your converted van. I love those channels, by the way, but you take them on the ride in your converted van and you live the like cool modular life, right? And you have a daily checklist that you do to get your van ready in the morning, to pack it up and to start moving, and to secure your van and get it ready at nighttime. Maybe you sell those checklists. Maybe they're beautifully designed and you sell them for $5 on your website. That can easily be something that you could do, and if you have a big enough audience, it doesn't take many $5 products to get to $10,000 a month. Okay, so I'm halfway through the list, and the last half of the list are some unconventional things that you may not have thought of, or some things that I have not talked about in other digital product videos, so make sure you stick around. But if you are ready to do this, if you are ready to make money from digital products, I want you to help me bash out the naysayers, okay? I want you to comment below with, okay, Jessica, I can do this, all right? Okay, Jessica, I can do this. Because those naysayers, George, I think George was one of my naysayers. I think that was his name. They just don't believe us. I promise it's possible. So, okay, Jessica, I can do this. Down below in the comments. Okay, number 7. Is document templates. This can be anything from contract templates if you're an attorney, to swipe files for copy for sales pages, to any kind of document that someone might need. So I could see like a real estate coach giving document templates or selling document templates to other realtors. I could see lots of use cases for this, okay? So any kind of like document template or swipe copy, so email copy, things like that, can be sold as a digital good. This next one I have done. I have been there. I've got the t-shirt. I have done that, okay? And I did talk about this in my last one, but it's worth bringing up again, and that is digital planners or calendars of some sort. So this could be anything from a Google spreadsheet for a content calendar to an actual digital planner built out for GoodNotes that people can use as an actual physical planner. So digital planners can be a really, really great way to sell something digitally in your industry. I actually have, shameless plug, I actually have some digital planner templates for Canva and InDesign on my website, heyjessica.com/shop, that are commercial use. So if creating a digital planner is something you have wanted to do, but you don't know how to create it, you can buy one of the templates there, customize it to what you want. I give you instructions, all of that when you purchase, and then you can go sell your own digital planners. So I am selling the digital products of a template to help you sell a digital product. It doesn't get any more meta than that. All right, what number are we on? On number 9, okay? Any kind of digital wallpaper or background for phones and computers can be a great way to make some moolah. Now with these, you definitely want them to be specific for a reason and to be something that people would actually want to pay for, but there's a ton of use cases here. Maybe you are someone who teaches people how to track their food or work out better or whatever, and you have a whole slew of wallpapers that they can download for $1.99 that puts a reminder on the back of their phone or on the screen of their phone. Or maybe you're someone who teaches digital organization and you can create a digital desktop organizer, which I have one of those, by the way, that's free. I'll link it below, but you can create those and sell them. The thing with digital products is that some of them can be sold for hundreds of dollars and some of them can be sold for like $1, and that's okay. There's room for everybody along the spectrum, and depending on how big your audience is, it's not gonna matter how much you sell things for. Okay, so these last 3 are really fun. They're ones that I have not talked about before, and they're ones that I've seen people do some really awesome things with. And number 10 here is scrapbooking supplies. Okay, so story time. Back like years ago, 10 years ago or so, I was doing the web design, graphic design thing, but I found Project Life by Becky Higgins. Go Google it, it's spectacular. They were like these little cards you put in an album, and I wish I had one of my albums downstairs to show you. They're all up in my attic, but the little cards had prompts and then you put photos. They were like scrapbooking for dummies, okay? But they were all physical. But as the industry grew, that company went completely digital. I don't even think they sell physical products anymore. And there were a ton of other companies that sprouted up in the interim. And I actually wanted to create one of those companies. But then I realized that I don't really like to scrapbook. So here we are. But some kind of scrapbooking supply that is digital that people can use in digital scrapbooking or could print and use in physical could be a great way to make moolah. And there are several companies doing this exclusively that I can point you to for examples. Again, Project Life by Becky Higgins. Another great one is Allie Edwards, and there's a ton of others. All right, number 11. There is not a month that goes by that I don't see a question posted somewhere by someone, either in my local community, on Facebook groups I'm in for business, here on YouTube, about how to develop or hire someone to develop an app. Apps can be a great digital product to help you make 10K a month. The other day, my grandma was flying. So my grandma's a pilot. She's been retired for years. My grandparents were both pilots. They were not commercial pilots. They were like, you know, their own pilots. And she hasn't flown a plane in 20 years probably. But the point of the story is that she is/was a pilot. And now, as an 80-something-year-old woman, she occasionally flies commercial, and my mom worries about her because, I don't know, she's old and she's worried that she's gonna like get hurt and whatever else, and her plane's not gonna make it, you know, all the normal worries. And the other day, my grandma flew down to Texas to see one of my aunts, and my mom had taken her to the airport and then was like a nervous wreck waiting to hear that she landed and got off the plane and found my aunt okay. And I downloaded a flight tracker app to track her flight. And this puppy, I deleted it by the way, but this app was $3.99 a week. A week. Think of the amount of people who could download an app and pay even $3.99 a month. And if you create a good app, could really get you to that 10K per month mark really quickly. So if you have an app idea, something that's gonna make people's life easier, that is a digital product that can get you there. And you don't even have to like charge money for your app. You can run ads on the app to make money too. Okay, so this last one, I have not actually done this, but I know a ton of YouTubers here on the platform and a ton of friends who do this, and that is stock photos and videos. If you are a cinematographer, a videographer, a photographer, like whatever, and you are just like normally out in the world with your camera, why not put your photos on a stock photo or video app and make residual money from that? It's super easy. Now, I'm not saying you could get rich off of any of these if you don't put the time into them. And it can be kind of hard to put the time into stock photos and videos because you're at the mercy of the platform. But this is a really great way to help you get towards that 10K per month. And if you create really awesome stuff, you could get there pretty easily. Okay, so that was like a rapid fire round. I know it was. I know I was talking fast. The energy level is like up here today. That's okay. So if you have other questions about digital products, comment below and let me know what those are, because I get it, it's weird, it's different. It's not something that you see everybody doing, and as the industry grows, you're more and more interested in it. And I would love to help you answer those questions. I'm also going to put a ton of resources down in the description. I'll link off to my ClickUp templates that you can buy, my digital planner templates that you can buy. I have a free desktop organizer that you can download. I have a free digital product guide to give you even more about digital products that I will link below in the description too. If you want more, there's lots down there, okay? But just know you can do this. Just know that this is absolutely a thing that people do, that there is absolutely lots of possibilities here, and that you may not develop your digital product and make 10K per month tomorrow, but you can totally get there. You can absolutely build a business behind digital products or sell digital products as an add-on to the content you're creating, to the audience you're already talking to, and get to that point. So, naysayers, go away. George, we ain't having none of that today. All right, things are in the description. I'm out. Bye, y'all.